This is my hometown. I expect a huge crowd, lots of family. I can see myself peppering him with my jab, catching him with a body shot, catching him with a clean straight right, jumping in with a body shot and dropping him, then pouncing on him, and then the ref having to step in.
It's like a business. You just know what you got to do, and you go out there to win, so you just set yourself up to win, and I don't plan on doing nothing but winning. I can wrestle with anybody. I can pretty much stand and strike with a lot of people, and so if I wanted to stand up or on the ground or make it on the cage, I can do that, and I can just dictate where the fight goes and how.
If the fight does get to the ground, I just see utter domination. I know I can submit him.
I'll just do what I know I need to do and good, and just make it where I dictate everything. And as long as I do that, I win.
It is time for our co-main event of the evening. Derrow taking on Josh Weston. So let's take a look here at our keys to victory. Josh Weston, he has to get inside. He needs to get that takedown and maintain the top pressure and show his wrestling ability against the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt in Derrow. Now Derrow, he can stay long and keep the distance. He is a much taller and lanky fighter, and in order he needs to stop that takedown, or if it happens, he has to work off his back.
Kansas City, let's bring out our next bout of the evening, Josh Weston.
Coming to us by way of St. Louis, Missouri, it is Josh Weston. Now, he has went on a bit of a losing streak lately, but Josh Weston was a standout amateur fighter, had a record something to the effect of like 21-0. He's got a lot of skills, but he also will fight anyone, anywhere, anytime, and that has done some things to his career in the last couple of fights.
100%, and fighting isn't Josh's only job. You know, Josh has a real job, he has a family, he trains as much as he can, and I think that affected some of his fights. He got a good camp in for this fight.
Not only that, but he bicycles 33 miles daily just to get to work and to the gym.
Let's bring out his opponent tonight, Derrow.
Coming to the cage, it is crowd favorite in his brown belt and gi. It is Derrow. Aaron is a very, very tough Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitor, but he has fought wars against the likes of Dave Rickles and Bellator. He has a gigantic win over the UFC's Rich Clemente. He is a very tough individual coming into this fight. So let's take a look at our supplement superstores. Tail of the tape. Derrow, 30 years old, 6'1", 168.8 pounds. Josh Weston, 36, 5'8", 169.4 pounds. Derrow is going to have a definitive height and reach advantage.
Yeah, Derrow is very tall and long, and he uses that very well to his advantage off of his back with very slick jiu-jitsu.
He has very slick jiu-jitsu, but he also has a great striking game. He does very well on his feet. He's very long and he's very lanky.
And Derrow is very tough. He can take a shot, and he has been in a bunch of brawls. Eventually that does catch up to you though.
We are going to see how this one plays out for our co-main event of the evening here at the sold-out capacity crowd at Ameristar Casino in Kansas City, Missouri. Jeremy Johnson along with my partner Kevin Angle tonight. Josh Weston will be in the blue tape. Derrow in the red. Derrow coming by way of Brass Boxing. Loves the striking game, but does not want to wrestle with Josh Weston.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the Metro PCS blue corner this evening, he stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighs in at 169.4 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Josh Weston. His opponent tonight, Fighting from across the cage out of the Metro PCS red corner this evening. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighs in at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Blue Springs, Missouri, Derrow.
That is Aaron Derrow in the red, Josh Weston in the blue. These things got heated at the weigh-ins last night. We could not get Aaron Derrow out of Josh Weston's face.
Aaron Derrow is ready to fight.
Referee Mike Anglin has the call for our co-main event in the Shamrock FC welterweight division. Again, Josh Weston, the very compact wrestler. Aaron Derrow, very long. Just kind of pumping the jab here, trying to feel out the distance. Already we see Weston clinching, trying to get this fight to the ground, pushing and pressuring, but Derrow working to get Weston up against the cage, making him carry his weight.
Good job by Weston to reverse position, put Derrow's back on the cage.
Both fighters working that over-under position here. Derrow walking him back to his corner. Nice elbow out of the clinch there from Weston. Looping left hand out of Weston.
Both guys a little tentative on their feet so far.
That one kind of made Weston blink, gave a little nod there to Derrow. Weston seems to be having a little bit of issue with the reach.
Yeah, Derrow is very long.
Big clinch there coming out of Aaron Derrow.
I'm interested to see if Derrow attempts a takedown himself, tries to put the wrestler on his back.
Right in front of the broadcast table here, Aaron Derrow using that chin pressure to keep Weston up against the cage.
This is a grinding part of the fight. This is very exhausting for both fighters.
Weston tries to throw a knee there.
Short body shots out of Josh Weston. Derrow's working for that takedown.
A lot of shoulder pressure there, almost looking here from Aaron Derrow. Weston trying to look for an underhook himself again to try to get that turn. Nice. Again, hits him as he disconnects. It's a good shot.
Yeah, Weston's been doing a good job of punching off of their breaks.
Nice shot to the body. Going upstairs is Weston. Both fighters starting to let loose a little bit.
Weston needs to keep his hands up a little bit, though. Both fighters exchanging right hands.
Derrow trying to work here to get his arms locked in to try to get that takedown. Big sprawl there coming from Weston up against the cage.
Derrow's got the hands clasped.
Nice move. Now, will Weston be able to stand back up and kind of walk up the cage as we're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds here in round one?
Good job by Weston to get back to his feet.
Weston here trying to work that overhook position. But Derrow is just making this dirty up against the cage.
Just grinding on him.
Weston trying to get the reversal. Weston trying to get the forehead under the chin of Derrow, but Derrow again gets a double underhook position. Weston reverses, gets one of his own.
It's just been a back and forth grinding battle so far.
Shoulder pressure coming out of Aaron Derrow. Again, a very grinding way to fight here. Derrow looking to try to get the trip in. 10 seconds remaining. A takedown could have been for Weston, could have stole the round. Both are going to throw a little bit.
Banging it out at the end of the round.
Now, if you're in the corner of Josh Weston, as we see UFC vet Adam Sella there, what advice would you be giving him?
I think let his hands go. You know, he's doing well on the feet. He needs to double his jab. A shorter fighter going against a taller fighter. Weston's actually landed a few jabs. He needs to double the jab, follow with the right hand. Throw his punches straight for now. The looping right hands will come later. Quick double jab, straight right hand.
As we look at our Mattingly Lumber instant replay, we see here a heavy grab coming from Aaron Derrow to get that takedown. Aaron Derrow again working there. A very grinding first round. Round 2 of this 3-round co-main event in the Shamrock FC welterweight division. Very wide stance out of Derrow. A left hand caught him on the chin there, but he continues to move forward.
Right over his low hands. Right over his low hands. Make him protect himself.
Weston looks under, big takedown.
Nice takedown. Now we're going to see what Derrow can do off of his back. He is very slick off of his back. Already got his hips out. Weston needs to follow those hips. Weston wants to posture to stay out of trouble.
This is a tough position here. As we see the hips working of Aaron Derrow. Again, that jiu-jitsu game, Weston wants to be heavy on the top pressure and keep him on the ground.
Good short shots out of Weston. Good job by Weston to land as Derrow's standing up.
But Derrow again turns the tides here, gets Weston up against the cage. Weston does the same. Knee to the body out of Derrow.
Again, back to this grinding fence fight. Nice elbow out of Weston.
Hey, you heard him. That's a reaction to being hurt. 1-2, Josh. 1-1-2. Right in his face.
Weston has got to start to throw his hands here. He's getting the better of the exchanges on the ground, but that's few and far between. He's got to get the fight either using his hands or he's got to shoot and get the takedown.
It's been a much better round so far for Weston than the first round.
Weston looking to set something up. Derrow circling the outside. Weston trying to cut off the cage. Both fighters beginning to exchange a bit more now. Again, still they both seems to be a bit tentative.
Yeah, you know, both guys are more ground fighters. Nice right hand out of Weston.
A shot from Derrow, stuffed there by Weston.
Weston needs to make sure he doesn't let Derrow get the hands clasped under his butt. That's how Derrow got his takedown in the first round.
Oh, trip. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's done. That's done.
Weston fighting here the takedown.
Very nice. Very nice. Step through and trip that leg. Yes.
Good job by Weston with those short punches so Derrow couldn't use his right hand to finish this takedown.
Right elbow.
Weston trying to lock that leg in there to stop the position.
Lock your hands, that's a wrap. Let's go.
He's got the hands clasped.
Hey, switch up.
It's a bad spot for Weston.
Very good. Good, free grip. Keep that base. Heavy pressure on that wizard.
Good defense by Josh Weston.
But we are seeing a grind here out of Aaron Derrow. He's just making this dirty, making it gritty on the cage here for Weston.
You got a minute and a half, Josh.
Nice left hand there out of Weston.
No footwork. No footwork on his part.
Good combo out of Weston.
It's the right elbow. Split his face wide open. I'm telling you. Here he comes. Better angle. Excellent. Hey, he'll back up if you stay. He'll back up.
Weston trying to almost chase him. He wants to cut the cage off more than chase his opponent. Nice hands there. Trying to put the hands in the face of Aaron Derrow. Weston taking Derrow to the cage with under 45 seconds remaining here in the second round.
Plenty of space. Let's go. Fit that in there.
Nice short elbow from Josh Weston.
Body, Aaron, body, you go.
Weston shoots for a big shot from a long distance. Ends up getting into that
Gotta watch
position,
the
but he
knee
will
bar.
roll it for the knee bar. Aaron Derrow trying to finish this by knee bar. Can he do it? 15 seconds. Josh Weston trying to survive here. Weston pounding away, trying to save it. Almost like a footlock now coming there out of Derrow. He pops away.
Good job by Weston to get the takedown at the end, and excellent defense by Derrow, working that knee bar combination. I'm going to give that round to Weston. I think he landed the better exchanges on the feet. I think he controlled the action a little bit more. I got a 1 round apiece going into this third round. Both fighters need to let their hands go to win this fight.
Yeah, we have to. Both of these fighters have done well with keeping the fight up against the cage, but it's been the takedowns here of Weston after he throws the combinations in that round. The first round looked to be Derrow with the way that he controlled the cage. I believe that it's going to come down to this third and final round here in our co-main event.
I agree completely. That last takedown at the end of the second round, it looked like Weston got a little desperate trying to steal the round. He needs to be careful not to overcommit for an untimed takedown.
Third and final round. Big show of respect. Who is going to want it more? Weston trying to pump the jab.
Good combinations by Weston.
Starting to throw, or both of them. Again, right in front of the broadcast booth. Weston trying to be very heavy here on Aaron Derrow. Josh Weston in the blue tape, Aaron Derrow in the red tape on the gloves.
And
Jeremy Johnson,
reverse.
along with my partner Kevin Angle from our co-main event here.
Yeah, both fighters have just been reversing each other, putting the opposite guys back on the cage, back and forth this entire fight.
Derrow trying to, again, drop in, trying to get those hands clasped to look for that takedown. Weston trying to stop it, does a good job there.
Now Weston has the double underhooks.
Nice knee there on the inside from Weston.
Weston can take the back of Derrow.
Way to create space. Double under. We're going to have to explode one time. Get this right here. This right here. Hey, commit.
Now Derrow has the double underhooks. This is just back and forth, reverse. Go for the takedown, defend. Go for the takedown, defend.
It's a tough fight to call here. A lot of pressure on both of these guys here, making it gritty. Is Aaron Derrow doing enough by controlling position? Because Weston is able to reverse.
Both guys have been reversing back and forth. Right now, I have this fight a pretty good stalemate. Either guy lands a good punch or a good takedown. Good jab by Weston. Weston just missed a check hook. Nice short right hand from Weston. but a very nice shot into a takedown from Derrow.
Derrow trying to get that in. This could be a potential round stealer here. There's still a lot of time left with 2 minutes and 55 seconds of round 3.
Weston trying to hold on to that switch and throw short little punches in there.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go, here we go.
Scoop up there by Derrow. Weston having none of it.
Weston still defending. This is grinding.
Let's go to Siegel.
Halfway through the third and final round of our co-main event.
Excellent
Weston looking to get the underhook there.
Weston can knee.
Control the distance and stretch.
1-2 combos coming out of Weston.
Both fighters trading jabs. Weston's jab has been on point this fight.
Weston takes it to the cage, putting the pressure here on Derrow, who again reverses.
It's just been a grinding back and forth cage wrestling match.
Derrow, a veteran of over 20 fights here, including fights in Bellator. But Weston just absolutely being able to stop that takedown again.
Nice elbow from Weston.
Can he fight it out? Big takedown from Derrow with 1 minute and 30 left. That could have been a round stealer.
Absolutely, Weston needs to get up immediately.
Weston has got to do something here. Derrow has got to keep him in this position.
Absolutely, Derrow trying to step over and mount. Weston needs to work up immediately. He cannot sit in this position. This is a very close fight.
Extremely close. It could come down to that takedown. Weston has got to do something here to show the judges. Aaron Derrow just trying to maintain position and control, as it's all about effective striking, grappling, and cage control in the judges' eyes.
Now Weston needs to do something to win this round.
He cannot let Aaron Derrow get another takedown.
Looking for a guillotine.
20 seconds. Commit to the legs. Let's go.
This crowd is on its feet here, ladies and gentlemen, down to 10 seconds.
The referee breaks him up.
They're gonna throw for the last 10
Big right
seconds.
hand out of Weston.
What a way to end that fight. Both fighters just throwing down.
I don't know who won that fight, Jeremy.
I don't either.
I think Weston landed the better strikes the third round, but Derrow got the takedown. So I think it came down to the third round.
I do too. As we go to our Mattingly Lumber instant replay, this to me is the move of this fight. When he gets this takedown, this very well could be in the judge's eyes. What do it?
100%, but he didn't do any damage with the takedown. Weston landed the better strikes. This fight could be a split decision or could go either way.
A beautiful fight by both of these guys here. This one will go down all the way to the judge's decision. A very, very tough fight here for our co-main event at Shamrock FC 302. As the judges are tallying their scores up, we still have our main event to come, which will feature the return of vicious Bobby Volker. He will be taking on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Bobby Emmons. That one is still to go, but we are now waiting for the judges' scorecards. So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bayer to give us our results.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards tonight, Let's give both of these fighters a big round of applause. That was a hell of a fight. Going to the scorecards this evening, Judge Henry Gary scores the bout 30-27. Kevin Champion scores the bout 29-28. And Brett Miller scores the bout 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision out of the blue corner this evening, Josh Weston.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, Josh Weston. Josh, you just came into Aaron Derrow's house after it all went down at the weigh-ins the other night. How do you feel taking this win?
Feels amazing. I've been working my butt off, putting all the work in. I'm just glad it paid off. It's great.
So what was your plan coming in here? He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, a standout wrestler you had here. What was the game plan coming into this fight?
Actually, I was keeping this for a fight, but I wanted to stand up more because I didn't think he'd expect it. And then I think I could depend on my wrestling when needed be.
So what's next for Josh Weston?
I'll just see what comes to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner from St. Louis, Missouri, Josh Weston.